Okay, goodness, it is hot out here, you guys. It's July 11th and we're getting in the upper 90s now. Feel like temperature's 100 and whatever it is. At this point, it doesn't matter. As gardeners, we can barely stand it out here, and our typical garden plants are not doing well. And this is July and August. This is what I like to call the kill season. This is the time where we need to start thinking about yanking out our dead and dying plants and starting to prep for fall. There's a variety of things that we need to do for that. One is think about what seeds you want to get started, when you want to start them for the area you're growing in. And that's another video for another time. But right now, what I want to do is get where I'm going to plant my seeds ready, and how I'm going to plant them is going to change a little bit. I've decided this year, now that I've had an entire year of gardening where I've really tried, you know, this is the first time I've done an entire year really trying to put in effort to do real gardening, and I've learned a whole lot. And one of the things I learned was I discovered a way that I grew some things that worked out super well. I have done all these wicking bed things that you saw maybe in some of my other videos, and now I discovered that while that is fundamentally a good idea, there are different ways to do it. And one way I tried actually worked out really well, and I'm going to go ahead and pursue that way for fall. And I'm going to even change out my tomato wicking beds, which have sand on the bottom for their water reservoir, and they have a layer of soil on top of that sand. Ooh, that wicks up the water from the sand. But I discovered, since that's a vertical method, here, see these eggplants, how well they're doing? They've been in here, I guess, for about a month now. And I transplanted them, by the way. They are in these cloth pots, and this is exactly how I grew my corn. And it did outstanding. And I've grown corn more or less this way before, but the sand is down here. That's the wet water reservoir. I have this landscape fabric on the top to keep the sand from getting dirty. And the advantage of this way over just putting sand on the bottom and putting dirt on top of this and planting stuff is that the pots are providing a much deeper soil, which was my mistake. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but this, you know, the pot goes down another 3 or 4 inches below the sand here, and so the water, when I put water into the sand, it will hold a lot of water for a long time, and the water will just go in horizontally in here deeply, and that encourages the roots to grow deeper. And the plants have the deeper soil because they're in the cloth pots. That just really seems to have made them happy. And so I decided I'm going to change out my giant tomato wicking pools, and we'll go over there in a minute and look at those. And I'm going to set everything up this way. It's going to be a big change. It's going to be a lot of work, but I really have a good feeling that this will help in the fall. So that's the first thing I'm going to get started in my prepping for fall. So behind me here, I have my tomato wicking pool, and I have 2 of them. They're made with the largest size little kiddie pools that you can buy at your dollar store, Walmart, wherever. And oh, we're getting a lot of thunder here, so I'm gonna make this kind of quick. I set these up, and I have other videos where you can go and watch how I set these up, if this is a way you want to try and do it. But I fill the sand reservoir through this pipe because under here, about 6 inches down, this thing is on top of some sand. So here's my drain hole where the sand stops. So it's all sand up to here, and then from here up it's soil. And this is my overflow drain. So I'm going to change that out. I'm going to dig out all of this soil. I can donate that soil to my in-ground wicking bed because I'm going to be making that much deeper for the fall corn, and that's got to get started really quick. But what I got to do, you can see my tomatoes, some of them have just already flat out died, and others are not doing well. So I'm just going to take them all out. I'm just going to start fresh. But you guys, it's about to storm, and I'm really glad for that, but it's not good for me to be out here while it's lightning like that. So I'm going in. Bah. I'm out here again today, Hopefully it's raining a little bit. Hopefully the rain will cooperate a bit more. I hate to do this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take the plants out. Champagne bubbles, these are such good producers, and the caterpillars are just getting all these anyhow. I got my cart with this cement mixer, so I'm going to go ahead and just start taking out that soil, and I'm going to just dismantle my whole bed that I made last year. Okay, so I'm done pulling out all my tomatoes, and I had quite a few champagne bubble tomatoes on the stems, so I'm just gonna see if they'll ripen up a little bit, and if they don't, then I'll just fry them as green tomatoes. So now I'm gonna take this dirt and I'm gonna shovel it into here, and we're gonna go dump that dirt into what will be the new and improved in-ground wicking bed for the corn I intend to grow this fall. And I've taken the soil in my little cement mixer here, and I need to pile it into this bed. I finally finished harvesting the onions. Oh, there's still one. So you see, I have a bunch of weeds. I'm gonna come out here with my weed whacker and just cut down these weeds, and then I'm just gonna dump that dirt right in here, and I'm gonna try to kind of keep it in the middle because we gotta take these edges out so that we can make it deeper. So I'm gonna put Mount soil in the middle of that bed. I have finished weed whacking the bed, and in all honesty, it's kind of nice. All the weeds that were in here, in my opinion, sort of make a native cover crop, and except for the onions, the few that were left, the weeds just sort of grew wild in here, and I let them. So let's get going with getting this dirt dumped. Well, don't do. That is perhaps not the most elegant way to do it. I'm sure there's better ways, but it's mostly in. I'll fix the rest of it. I have now managed to get down to the weed fabric layer, and I'm gonna just kind of scoop that up to get the rest of the soil, put it in the little cart over there, and that's hopefully going to be the end. I'll have to clean up the sand underneath. I think it's a little dirty. It is out, and there's the sand, and I will have to next deal with taking out this filling pipe. This is what I used to put the water in here, and it would go into this pipe, and it has holes, and it would fill the sand reservoir to get the soil wet underneath. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to have to take the little drain pipe, and I'm going to get that out of the sand. All right, so it's coiled around the periphery to try to have had even water distribution. So I'm just going to clean up the edges here because there's a bit of soil, and I still need to keep the sand clean as I can, because I don't want a lot of stuff growing in the sand, since that is a water reservoir, and because there's water, things will want to grow in it. So I've decided what I'm going to do. It's only July 11th. It's still, way too early to be putting tomato plants out because we're just like in the throes of kill season now, and so I'll start my seeds by the end of the month. The idea is I'm going to do this kind of a thing, which my corn grew in and grew really well. I was really pleased with how it turned out. So this is exactly the same thing I'm intending to do over here. I still don't want my soil to sit out for that long, but I just want to get the spaces ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use pots as placeholders. So I can't put in the cloth pots, because for them to be put in, I would have to put soil in them, because they're cloth, they'll squish down and they won't be able to make a hole stay round without soil in them. So I'm just going to use these regular pots as space holders in the sand here. Okay guys, so here we are. I have put these placeholder hard pots in the place where I'm going to have the cloth pots, and I'm just going to cover it up with this weed cloth here to keep everything clean, and come back when the time comes to fill those pots and plant my tomatoes. And there she is, ready and waiting. This is how I intend to garden the rest of fall. I'm going to do everything in a pool kind of this way. Well guys, thanks for sticking with me. This has been fun. I hope it works out. We'll meet up again in August, probably towards the end of August, beginning of September, when I change these out for the cloth pots. So until then, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. Thanks. Bye.